everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. I am Sarah. Today, I want to talk about a concept that is the absolute foundation of any meaningful success in life. Yet, it is probably the most misunderstood, avoided, and heavily disliked word in our modern vocabulary. I am talking about discipline. Whenever people hear the word discipline, their minds immediately go to restrictions, rules, military boot camps, or a lack of freedom. We live in a culture that constantly tells us to follow our feelings, to do what feels good in the moment, and to seek instant comfort. Because of this, we look at discipline as a sort of prison. We think that if we discipline ourselves, we are taking away our freedom to enjoy life. But today, I want to challenge that entire mindset, because the truth is exactly the opposite. Discipline is not a prison. Discipline is the only true key to freedom. Let's look at reality objectively. If you have no control over your mind, if you have no control over your impulses, emotions, and daily habits, are you actually free? If you tell yourself on Sunday night that you need to study or work on your business the next morning, but when Monday morning comes, your laziness takes over and you choose to stay in bed, who is the boss here? You aren't free. You are a slave to your immediate desires, a slave to your comfort zone, and a slave to your temporary moods. True freedom is the ability to master your own mind. It is the power to look at a short-term pleasure and say, no, I have a higher commitment to my future, and I control my actions. When you reach a point where your body executes exactly what your mind commands, without throwing a tantrum or making excuses, that is when you become truly powerful. We see successful people everywhere on social media. We see the athletes with perfect bodies, the entrepreneurs with thriving businesses, and the creators with massive platforms. We admire their achievements, but we often forget that greatness is never built on a single day of spectacular effort. It is built on the quiet, boring, repetitive, and completely invisible choices made every single day when absolutely nobody is watching. Discipline is pouring the concrete foundation for a skyscraper. It happens underground, in the dark, and it takes an incredible amount of time and effort. But without it, the entire structure will collapse during the very first storm. Discipline means separating your execution from your feelings. The average person only works when they feel like working, which is why the average person never achieves their extraordinary dreams. If you only show up for your goals when conditions are perfect, you will never build anything lasting.
Life is messy. You will feel tired. You will face setbacks. And you will have days where your energy is at zero. That is precisely where discipline enters the room. Discipline is making a promise to yourself and honoring that promise long after the emotion in which you made it has left the room. It is the ability to sit at your desk and focus on your work when your phone is buzzing next to you. It is the ability to lace up your shoes and go for a run when it's raining outside. Every single time you choose the hard path over the easy path, you are winning a silent war against your own mind. And with every tiny victory, like making your bed, completing a difficult task, or resisting a distraction, you are rewriting your identity. You are teaching your subconscious mind that you are a person of integrity, someone who does what they say they are going to do. The good news is that discipline is not a genetic trait. You are not born with it, nor are you doomed to live without it. Discipline is a muscle. If you have never lifted weights before, you don't start with the heaviest dumbbell in the gym. You start small. You build discipline by conquering the micro moments of your day. Control what you eat for breakfast. Control the first 30 minutes of your morning. Control how you respond to distractions. As you win these small battles, your mental muscle grows stronger, and eventually, the difficult things become your second nature. Stop waiting for things to become easy. Life doesn't get easier. You just get stronger through discipline. When you choose short-term discomfort today, you are purchasing long-term freedom and peace of mind for your future self. It is the ultimate form of self-love, even if it feels like self-punishment in the moment. So look at the areas in your life where you have been letting your feelings run the show. Take the steering wheel back, embrace the discomfort, and start building that structure. Because once you have built a disciplined life, you have built something that no storm can wash away. Now, while discipline is the structure, every structure needs an engine to drive it forward. To talk about that exact driving force, I am passing the mic over to Mark.
Thank you, Sarah, for passing the mic and laying down that incredible, rock-solid foundation of discipline. Hello, everyone. I am Mark, and now that we understand the structure, let's talk about the most powerful emotional force known to human beings. A force that has built empires, written legendary books, created masterpieces of art, and turned ordinary people into extraordinary leaders. I am talking about motivation. Lately, in the world of self-improvement, it has become trendy to look down on motivation. People say it's fake, they say it's temporary, and they tell you not to rely on it. But today, I want to defend motivation, because without it, human progress would completely stop. Think about it. Every single great achievement in human history started as a spark of inspiration inside someone's mind. Nobody wakes up one random day and decides to suffer, sacrifice, and work hard for years without a reason. You need a why. You need a vision that sets your soul on fire. A dream so big that it keeps you awake at night. That emotional fuel, that electric energy that makes you look at a goal and say, I am going to change my life. That is motivation.
Motivation is the divine spark of human potential. It is that beautiful moment of sudden clarity when you realize that your current reality is not your final destination. It is the realization that you are capable of doing, being, and achieving so much more than what you are doing right now. When you feel motivated, the impossible suddenly feels possible. The heavy doors of doubt fly open, and for a brief moment, you see exactly who you were born to be. Never let anyone tell you that this feeling is useless. It is the vital jumpstart that every single engine needs to move forward from a dead stop. Now, the critics are right about one thing.
Motivation is temporary. It is an emotion, and just like happiness, anger, or sadness, it naturally goes up and down. But blaming motivation for being temporary is like blaming a beautiful fire for going out if you stop putting wood on it. Motivation is not a one-time event. It is a daily practice. The legendary speaker Zig Ziglar once famously said, "People often say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily." You cannot watch one video or read one quote on a Sunday night and expect that single spark to carry you through months of struggle. You have to actively protect, feed, and nurture your motivation every single day. Look at what you are feeding your mind. If you wake up and immediately fill your brain with negative news, social media drama, and toxic opinions, you are throwing water on your fire. But if you intentionally feed your mind with inspiring ideas, surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow, and focus deeply on your vision board every morning, you keep that fire burning brightly. Motivation is your compass. In the middle of a long journey, when the work gets heavy and you feel lost in the routine, motivation is what reminds you of the light. It takes you back to that initial moment of inspiration and answers the question, why did I start this in the first place? When your why is strong enough, your mind can endure almost any how. It gives an emotional meaning to your daily struggles. Without motivation, hard work is just a joyless mechanical prison. But with motivation, every single drop of sweat becomes a step closer to your destiny. So my challenge to you today is to stop playing small and reconnect with your deepest desires. What is that dream you've been hiding because you're afraid of failing? What is that goal that makes your heart race just thinking about it? Wake up that sleeping giant inside you. Do not settle for a life of quiet desperation when you have a stadium full of potential waiting to be unlocked. Find your spark. It might be a book, a podcast, a mentor, or simply a deep disgust with your current situation. Use that emotional energy as leverage. Let it push you out of your comfort zone. Let it drive you to make the call, write the first page, or take the first step. Remember, inspiration is a guest that visits those who are already moving. Once you act on your motivation, it creates momentum. And momentum creates a life of its own.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us on today's mega episode. If this message ignited a spark inside you today, please share it with a friend who needs a reminder of their own greatness. And make sure to subscribe so you never miss a deep dive. Go out there today, remember your why, keep your fire burning, and chase your dreams with everything you've got. Until next time, stay inspired, stay hungry, and keep moving forward. Goodbye.